LeBron James, come into the studio. You ain't got nothing to do. The playoffs started yesterday. You got free time. I know you got to pick a coach and a general manager.
He's picking it?
Oh, I know you got to pick just put that on the back burner. I'm speaking on behalf, I'm begging you on behalf of Ernie, Kenny.
Which side he's going to sit on? This side or?
Right here in the middle. He's going to sit right here in the middle.
Charles Barkley didn't just speak, he broke the silence. One fiery moment, one unapologetic statement, and suddenly the NBA world stopped. Because when Charles Barkley chose to call out LeBron James, he didn't whisper. He roared. This wasn't a tired take from a talking head.
When I look at LeBron, he's not what Michael was as a player. He's not even what Kobe Bryant was as a player. So, when you talk about trying to compare Michael's instinct, his ability to take over games, his ability to want to have that last shot.
And demoralize you. And scare the living hell out of you.
LeBron doesn't have that gene. Kobe has that gene.
This was the Hall of Famer who built his career on truth, not alliances finally saying what so many fans and media insiders have been too scared to admit. LeBron's legacy is being protected. The problem? For years, we've been told to believe in a narrative that feels more manufactured than earned.
The Cleveland Cavaliers, they have given him everything he wanted. They have the highest payroll in NBA history. He wanted J.R. Smith last summer. They paid him. He wanted Shumpert last summer. They bought in Kyle Korver. He's the best player in the world. Does he want all the good players? He don't want to compete. He is an amazing player. But this notion, they're the defending champs. And for him to be trying to hold anything over Dan Gilbert's head, and I love all these.
A story guarded behind media walls. A story where questioning LeBron's place all-time is treated like blasphemy. But Barkley shook the foundation. This man's legacy is shielded more than a president, he said. You could feel the tension, because once those words were spoken, there was no turning back. He wasn't just talking about stats. He was tearing down the whole system that makes LeBron untouchable.
I'm starting to believe, I know LeBron get people traded, but I don't think he be knowing everything. Like, sometimes he be like, he probably don't care, bro. Like, to be real, like playing basketball, you really don't care about other people. You honestly don't. Mook, you know that.
No, we don't. But Brian, his situation.
The analysts who turn into cowards when the conversation shifts. The ex-players who went from critics to clutch sports bodyguards overnight. The media silence that feels more like control than respect. And Barkley? He's the one guy who doesn't need the king's approval, doesn't need Rich Paul on speed dial, doesn't need ESPN handouts or IG interviews to stay relevant. That's why this hit different.
Hey Chuck, it's Tony from San Diego. I heard that you had some comments about the LeBron versus MJ debate. I'm wondering why you think it's so clear-cut that MJ had a better career than LeBron.
I don't get into the debate between Michael and LeBron because I think it's weak journalism. They're both great. Michael Jordan's the best basketball player I ever played against.
He's done playing the game, and once he said it, the questions came pouring in. Is LeBron's greatness purely basketball or carefully managed legacy? Because while fans were out here yelling GOAT, something huge happened behind the scenes, the second apron rule. Casual fans barely noticed, but Barkley did.
I remember being in South Beach. I was at Red Steakhouse, and then I think Dwayne was down at Prime or somewhere else. And I'll never forget when he said, I'm taking my talents to South Beach. You could hear the whole place, the city was like, all of a sudden everybody's out in the streets yelling and screaming. I went out in the street, I never forget.
So you didn't know until then?
I knew.
Oh, okay.
Man, there was no way that he could go up there and say, I'm going to go to like New York or go to Chicago. He could have, but I had a good feeling that he was going to come to Miami.
And he ripped the cover off the whole thing. This rule isn't for competitive balance. For over a decade, LeBron played roster architect Miami, Cleveland, LA. He turned franchises into chess pieces. He wasn't just playing the game, but he was bending the game. Need cap flexibility? Throw a minimum deal at an all-star friend? Need a star? Trade the future. Need a scapegoat? Fire the coach. And it worked until it stopped.
The greatest play that I ever saw, it's the block because that's game 7. He's played every minute. It's the last possible game. It's the last possible minute. And he does an athletic feat of sprinting back. Split second late, that's a goaltending. This dude led the series in points, rebounds, blocks, assists, steal, in every category. And at the last minute, where he should be gassed, when I look at plays of any human being that have ever been done, I can't think of a bigger defensive play.
because now the rules don't allow it anymore. The second apron rule is the NBA's version of a resistance movement, a coded message to stop super team manipulation. No more bending contracts. No more one-man GMs. No more dominating the offseason like it's your personal fantasy draft. And what's happened since? Real basketball is back.
Why did Adam Silver have to put the second apron in? Because LeBron got all his guys together. KD wanted to go play with the Warriors.
Denver built the right way. Boston built the hard way. Owners finally stopped bending the knee to every superstar demand. True team building, actual competition is returning. And the people who kept this system going, the Richard Jeffersons, the Kendrick Perkins, the Shannon Sharps of the world, they're looking real quiet right now.
LeBron James passing Kareem is bigger than a ring. You know how I know? Because I've only ever heard Kareem Abdul-Jabbar introduced as the NBA's all-time leading scorer, and he's got 6 rings and 6 MVPs. Plus, it's a tangible thing that can't be argued. Not to mention, LeBron's already top 5 in assists. Unlike his finals record that people like to argue without context, this can't be dismissed unless you want to hate by saying he's been so great for so long. When it's all said and done, the top of LeBron's resume will read beating the Warriors in 2016, winning a title with 3 different teams, and being the NBA's scoring king. An achievement Michael Jordan will never accomplish.
Because all those years they told you LeBron never had help. All that time they said this was all pure skill, pure grit, pure greatness. Meanwhile, the cap was bent like clay, coaches were discarded like furniture, and stars were shuffled like cards. Charles Barkley is the only one with enough backbone to say, this ain't legacy, this is power, this is control. And let's talk about legacy now.
Who's the GOAT, who's the greatest and all that between, him and LeBron. And I try to stay away from that, but I will say LeBron has the greatest career.
I say that all the time.
He has the greatest career. But Mike is the best
basketball player ever.
Why a lot of old heads want to dog out LeBron is because they were never as good as he is this late in their career.
Right.
And they want to get on him for that.
Yeah.
LeBron at 22 years in, at 41, 40, whatever he is, and is about ready to be first or second team All-NBA.
25, 8, and 8.
As old guys, they were never... Call them all out.
Some of them wasn't just good in their prime.
That's the thing.
Straight up, they wasn't.
Jordan never needed the rule book to change for him. Never needed to recruit 5 All-Stars to survive, 6-0, 6 finals, MVPs, no Game 7s, pure fierce dominance, LeBron 4 rings, 6 losses. Meltdowns, saving grace 3-pointers, bubble titles inside empty gyms. And still, you're not allowed to question it. That's the real conversation Barkley started, not who's better, but why are we so scared to ask? Why is every whisper of criticism labeled hate? Why is every analyst who speaks up suddenly a victim of the LeBron army? Why did it take this long for a Hall of Famer to stand up and say what millions think every time they watch that GOAT debate unfold? Because Barkley said the line that breaks the spell, no more hiding, no more pretending, no more media spin. This is the moment the narrative falls apart, and you're watching it happen in real time. The Emperor doesn't just have no clothes, he's losing the cloak that's kept him protected for years. So, if you're still here, thank you. You're not just a viewer, you're part of the conversation that's finally turning real. Drop a like, share this video, smash the subscribe if you want the truth that networks won't touch. Because this isn't just another basketball debate, this is the start of a new era. The shield is gone, and the truth, it's only getting louder.